Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDC. Today I've got some items I want to tell you about from my budget September. I've got one video after this for the rest of budget September of what I want to talk to you about. And so this is going to be the last video of random items. The last one has been planned and upcoming for a hot minute, but this is just kind of the things I hadn't gotten to yet, but I wanted to give a quick plug on. So random things from budget September I found that I would recommend. Not even going to tease you on this one. All these products I recommend. Want to know what they are? Come on back, because here we go. Alright guys and gals, if you've been following the channel, you know we have been in budget September, where I've been trying to keep all of the gear pieces $30 and under, and all of the bags and pouches $40 and under. And it has opened my eyes to some items I never would have tried otherwise, and some that have slipped their way into my regular everyday carry for an indefinite amount of time. So here are some items that you haven't seen or I haven't talked about. You might have seen glimpses of them perhaps, but I haven't talked about them yet, and I want to let you know what they are. So this one, the first one we'll talk about, is this little doodad right here. So that is what it is. It is itty bitty. As you could tell, it is not as long as my pointer finger. It is the Kershaw recap. And if you guys have been watching or EDCing for very long, you know about the Gerber shard. That is a fantastic tool, a great little pry tool, gimmicky, but it works, it does a job, it's pretty strong. But my problem with it, and a lot of people's problem with it, is the curve. The pry bar has a curve on it, and when you put it in your pocket, or at least for me, when I put it in my pocket, I feel it. If it's on my keys, it just kind of sits weird. It's a great tool, and it functions well, partly because of the curve it has, but it makes it awkward to carry. So this is a very small, compact size, has the pry tool. They also refer to this as a slotted driver. You have the bottle opener here and the lanyard ring on the end, so you can put this onto your keychain, or this will slip right into a pocket or a little sleeve on your pouch. This will disappear just about anywhere. You might even be able to slide this in your wallet and not care too much about it, not make it too bulky. But this is a very strong piece of metal, steel or something. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll link this product below, as well as all the other products. So definitely use those links below for the Amazon links. It'll help out the channel. But this is it's not long, but you can definitely, get under it and pry something open. You could open a paint can with this, or pry something or wedge something. So neat little tool, very small, multifunctional, which I like. And I like having a pry tool so that, got a little ink on me, so that when I'm doing a job, I have the right tool for the job, and I'm not grabbing a knife to pry something and risking breaking off the tip of my blade. So very small, very capable for those small little pry tasks you have. It will also pop the cap of your favorite beverage, and you can keychain it if that's your jam. So great little tool, and at $7.99, hard to complain about it. So again, this is the Kershaw recap, Kershaw 8830, and $7.99, steal of a deal. So there's that. And while we're on that kind of tool, the next one I will talk about is a pry bar. This is a 4-inch version. I do have the 3-inch version, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure there are people who love the 3-inch version and it's their jam and they wouldn't be without it and it's come in handy. I don't doubt it. For me, it always seemed a little useless, a little too small to be handy for the curve shape it was, and the fact that it offers nothing else. Like you get your lanyard hole and you get your pry tool, and you can pull a nail out if you need to. But that's it. There's no secondary features. You're not opening a bottle with this. Well, I mean, you can, but it doesn't have the dedicated cap lifter. It is simply a pry tool, and for the 3-inch version, I found no reason to carry it. This 4-inch one has actually worked its way into pouches, not on person yet, but my little sling bag I carry, it has worked its way into there. It doesn't weigh much, very lightweight, and the recurve is there, which is part of the problem I said with the Gerber shard. This isn't going in my pocket, and it's certainly not going on my keys, so it doesn't bother me. I do make sure where I put it in the bag that this end is not gonna have an issue, because you can see it is pointed down, like it is filed down into a good point. So I make sure that that is not in an area where it is gonna damage my bag. But as long as it's facing, you know, something, it's up against something that it's not gonna damage, it drops in my bag, disappears, but when I need it, I have it. So great little tool here. I actually got a 2-pack on eBay for, I believe, $13. So this is the only thing I won't have a link to. But check out eBay, just Google 4-inch pry bar, 4-inch EDC pry bar, and you'll be able to track them down. But yes, very much recommended. And I will say, you can find some of these that are powder coated in colors. Go for it. If that's your jam, go for it. I did not, because I have heard reviews that the powder coating will come off as you use it. So wear and tear, if that's your jam, go for it, but that's just a little warning. And when I have color options, I go for them. I did go with just the bead blasted, the stone wash for that reason. And this also, I might, if this works and I like it, and so I'm probably gonna use this. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I've been eyeing the more expensive handmade pry bars that you can get EDC wise that are cool and different and heat treated and titanium and all this other stuff. And now that I have one, I'm like, yeah, I could use one. That would be very cool. And it's also like, yeah, but this one works. So do I want one? Yes. Can I see the functionality in it? Of course. Am I gonna purchase one? When I can get 2 for $13, I don't know. All right, next, you guys know I love pens, and I am a big fan of the Grafton, the Everyman Grafton pen, which runs about $40 or so. So ahead of my under $30 budget. And with pens, I really couldn't see getting to the top of that $30 even, and those pens were above. If you've also watched the channel, or if you are curious, one of my favorite things is I like inserting pens with the Pilot V5. I love the V5 insert. Like, for me, it's just one of the best writing. It doesn't smear for me, like just great. And I like a very thin point. I know a lot of people like, you know, the bolder. Some people like medium, some like me like the fine. I love a fine point. So the V5s are just like perfect, and I put them into any pen I get that takes refills. So for this, I was like, why don't I just go for the V5s? And so I did. So this is the Precise V5, obviously in black. And it is the pen insert that I put into everything is right there. There's the tip of that insert, and see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So that is the point that is sticking out of most of my pens that will take it. And so this is the actual pen itself that is meant to house that, or that they made the refill after. So this is extra fine. It's black, and these I like because if you get blue, the whole thing is blue. If you get red, it's red. And after using this for a period of time like I have, I guess some people are outside tonight. After using this for the period of time I have, I actually want to buy the multi-kit if I can see it in store. If not, just order it online. That comes with like black, red, blue, and green. I want those 4 basic colors. But this is obviously the black, and this has been seeing a lot of time. Pocket clip is good. It does its job. It's a pen and it's super, super, super lightweight. This came in, I got a box of 12. I bought a box of 12 at, I believe, Staples. But on Amazon, the box of 12 is $15, or you can get 4 for $6. So definitely budget friendly. At 4 for $6, you're paying $1.50 a pen, which is incredible. 12 for $15, you're knocking that price down. And then I also found the V5s in the clicky version. So again, same tip, same writing pen, very fine, exactly the same, black as well. You can also, again, if you got this in blue, it would be, you know, have blue where the black is, red would be red. So they go with the coloration, so you don't have to guess or wonder what color you're about to write with. And this came in at 12 for $21. So a little bit more than the other, but you're still under $2 a pen. So for me, if clicky is your jam, can't go wrong with it. I like this, but when I have a clicky, I clicky it. So I have found myself, for the sake of others, carrying this one more often, but I do like a clicky. And I now have a cup on my desk of these pens just sitting there, because I have like 24 pens right now. And then last but not least, I did go for one more pen, another cheap budget-friendly pen, and this is one that used to be my jam. Like, this was my go-to, you know, back in high school. The uni-ball, just the stick uni-ball. And this one is in blue color, and you can tell there the whole pen is black. They don't do the whole pen coloration like Pilot or Precise V5. But this is a blue uni-ball, and you got the tip there, and you can get these in black and red and the whole assortment of colors. Great pens, write super well. They also have the uni-ball deluxes, and those were what I used a lot. Like, I did use these, but I used the deluxes. I just couldn't find any to purchase, so in person. So I'm sure you can find them online. I might look for them on Amazon now that I'm into like old school pen styles for me. This is terrific, excellent pen. I think one of the main differences is this might not be pressurized, so if you take it on a plane, I believe it would explode. I don't fly on planes that often, so not an issue for me, but I did carry the deluxe just because it had a different casing. It was a shiny casing. This is a plastic, but terrific pen, also fine for me, but you can get it in medium or bold. And this one was a steal of a deal, 12 of them for $9. So I have my blue pen, I have my Precise V5s for the black pens, and I am ready to rock and roll and get all my writing done and be in a budget-friendly mode when I do. So highly recommend all of those. You probably have your own jam of pens. If you haven't checked these out and you want to, go for it. They are not gel pens, so you don't end up with this. The irony is I made my list of prices, and I have it sitting right here on my notebook, and I didn't pick one of these to write it with. I grabbed just a G2, which are another popular pen. I grabbed a G2 that was sitting in the kitchen in the cup holder, and those are gel inks, and that's why I'm wearing it. So that's why I don't like gel pens. I much prefer ballpoint roller balls. So those are my pen choices, and I got one more item, guys. The last one is one that you've probably heard about a ton. It is popular. People talk about it. I definitely picked it up for my budget series. I've been carrying it in my bag all month, and I can say with confidence, this is a good item. The On, you can see it right there, the On battery bank, power bank from Walmart, and this comes in at $6.99, $6.98 or $7.98, depending upon your specific Walmart. Mine was $7.98. But online it was $6.98, so seems to vary in price. Exact same charger too. So this was $7.98 in store. I pulled it up on the app and the exact item and showed them that it was $6.98, so they sold it to me for $6.98. So I don't know why mine had it listed for $7.98, but this is, let's see where it's at, 4,000 milliamps. So I don't ever let my phone get low. I fully charge it overnight, and by the time, you know, evening comes, I haven't drained it down, you know, below 30%. But this I would turn on during the day and just top me off a little bit. And as you can tell, I have 3 lights lit up. There is a 4th one over here. I've been using this a little bit since the last time I charged it, and so I've drained that down. But super thin, super compact, easily fits into a bag without taking up too much space. All you need is your little charging cable of choice, and you are ready to rock and roll. This is a micro USB to charge the device itself, USB-A output, and you are good to go. Charge your device, run them, do what you need to do. And I haven't had a single problem with it. So all of these items I highly recommend. And looking at my paper right now, each individual item, the most expensive one was $8, and that was the Kershaw recap. And then to the pins, we were dropping down to below. So this pin ended up coming in below $1 for the item itself. So really budget-friendly items: pins, pry bars, battery charger. Awesome items. I do recommend. Links are below. Again, those help the channel, so use them if you can. And guys, I got one more video coming. The last video for budget September, so check that out. It will be on the sling bag I carried. And that's it. So comment below, let me know what you think. I will never ask you to like or subscribe. You do you, but I would appreciate it if you did both. I will be back with another video, and remember, EDC, EDC.